Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason. I'm your watch guy today, and today I am showing you once again another Moonwatch homage. This one again is from Pagani design. However, it's a little bit of a twist on the original. This is definitely not a homage to one of the pieces that you can pick up on a average man's wage. Pagani recently released a couple of other colour variants. Now these are the PD1701A. So it's exactly the same casing and body as the version 3 Moonwatch homage that they've released and I've just reviewed. However, this one has a couple of, well, one very obvious change and then a very subtle yet very welcomed change on the dial. This one has been sent to me by the fashion watch store on Aliexpress. They have sent this to me for free and I do not have to return it. Now on their store at the moment it is £93. However, you will know that there is an upcoming sale. What I always say is to add one of these into your basket if you want one and then wait for the sales to come around. If you go to that link in the description, that's an affiliate link. If you use that, that gives me a little bit of a kickback and it really does help the channel. Now all that out of the way, let me turn this camera around. Let me show you these little changes Pagani have made. Now this is another update on the PD1701. However, this is the PD1701A, and that is because we have a new gold tone to the casing of this one and this gorgeous green bezel and dial. Now this one does still homage the Speedmaster, however it homages the gold Speedmaster. That is a massive step up in price from the actual, should we say, classic Speedmaster, I guess. Now I'm going to start off this review with a statement. This is the best Pagani design Speedmaster homage that I've had on the channel. I have reviewed not only the version 3 but the version 1 of the Pagani design model. I just think that this one nails everything for me. With it sitting in the same type of price range, that £70 to £80 price range that we have the version 3 in, I think that this is a no-brainer if you can pull off a gold watch. It has really beautiful tones. It's almost a rose gold casing on this piece. As we look towards the bracelet, it is the same 5-piece link bracelet that we had on the original variant. However, in again that gold tone, the edges, the brushing, the finishing on this piece, I think that really they've nailed it. So I'll tell you why I think this is the one to go for out of the Pagani design models as well as the others that we've seen on the market. And well, that's pretty obvious. Look towards the 4 and 5 o'clock. And we don't have a date window on this piece. Now that was one of the main things that we found a complaint with on the previous version or the standard version. I think they really did do their best to blend it in to the dial itself. However, it was still a date window and it was still kind of out of place on that piece. Now this does have a date function, however is hidden by the dial, so we have a ghost date position on this here crown. We still have that beautiful mechanical sweep. We still have the availability in the budget market with this falling between the £70 and £80 mark, as well as it coming up to an AliExpress sale. I think that this one is going to be very, very popular. In fact, I think out of the pieces available on the market, the only one that I think would maybe beat this is the Daytona model that Pagani design also offer. So let's talk about the watch itself. We have a lovely curvature to the edges of this one. Obviously, we do not owe that to Pagani design, we owe that to Omega. The bezel itself is slightly thicker than the actual Speedmaster. However, it does pull off that cone-like cylinder feel for the bezel very well. We have the brushing around the outer edge also that you can see there. The level of brushing and polish, the mixture between brushing and polish is very, very nice to see on this piece. One thing that I am a massive fan of is this case back. I think that really does suit the watch itself, and I'm glad to see that Pagani have put some effort into this case back. It makes sense for the piece, as well as that it's quite a nice little illustration there. We have the usual information around the outer edge also. So this is a stainless steel watch, unfortunately not a gold watch for 70 odd pounds. It's stainless steel with a coating. We have a ceramic bezel insert, which is accented in gold with a green backing. And I think that is a very nice tonal mixture. The gold really does accent that green very well, and that rich green tone suits the watch also. We have a sapphire crystal, which does suit the watch very well, as it is in that sort of heterolized type of shape with that dome on the top. Top pusher activates our Mecha Quartz tick there from this VK63 movement. Click again to stop, and we flick back with the bottom one. We have the two dots either side of the 12 o'clock. Pagani design logo below that with chronograph printed and Japan movement down at the bottom here. Now, if we look at the subdials, we have a really nice vinyl effect. And I think the vinyl effect on this one, with the outer edge being a more flat surface, really is accented very well with it being in a green. Over here, we have the 24-hour indicator, and over here, we have the minutes for the chronograph. Obviously, down at the 6 o'clock, we have the ticking seconds hand. It is a Mecha Quartz movement, and therefore it does have a ticking seconds hand. We have gold tones on the outer edge of the handset, which does suit this watch very well. I think that goes very well with the dial also. The arrowhead chronograph hand is very synonymous with this style. And the simple sword style handset here, again, absolutely fantastic. I just love the Speedmaster design, honestly, I really do. There's a reason that it's my grail. It just really, really does everything for me. We have gold tone indices around the outer edge of the dial with the hour markers there. We have a very intricate measurement of the second hands around the outer edge of the dial. Very instrument-like and very suiting to the chronograph style. Now, I am going to get a loom shot in here just to give you a taste of what this is packing. The loom on here is actually not so bad. We have a half decent spread on the hour indices. However, the spread on the handset is a little bit thin for me. There is a slight bit of patchiness between. Now, this is very synonymous with Pagani design. However, of late, I have expected a little bit more from them. And that's because some of their other models have been packed with absolute fantastic loom. Unfortunately, this not being one of them. It's definitely passable, especially for the price range that the watch is in. However, it would be nice to see a much higher standard of loom on these pieces. So finishing off the piece, we have the same bracelet that we had on the standard variant with that level of brushing and a nice polished highlight between the links. And that is actually a individual piece. These are not just brushed and polished to make it look like a 5-piece link. They are actual 5-piece links. So it's really nice to see that level of quality there. We do have the gold tone throughout. This is a push pin bracelet, which isn't actually common for Pagani design. They're usually actual screw links. We have a dive extension on this one. Again, I'm not quite sure why, but it's there. We have a brushed clasp on here with the Pagani design logo, 3 levels of micro adjust, and a milled clasp to boot. Actually a really nice bracelet. Now, I had a lot of comments in the last video commenting about how sharp it was. Someone actually said that they couldn't wear it. It's not been my experience with these bracelets. I've actually quite enjoyed them. So I don't know if Pagani have unfortunately had a bad batch in between, but for me, this has been a very comfortable piece to wear, as well as its counterpart, the original. Now, I still have my usual moans on this piece. The subdials are much better. However, they still don't give me that Speedmaster feel. And the loom could do with a lot of improvement. However, it is still a very sub £100 watch, and you kind of have to make some exceptions here, I think. A lot of people don't like the text around the Pagani design logo. However, I think that it really does suit this design. All in all, I really do think that this is going to be a popular model in the sale season. I think that this and the version 3 1701 are going to be very popular for Pagani. So make sure you've got it in your basket before the sale starts. Okay, so an entirely different case colour is not a small change to make. However, I'm really glad that they came out with these homages because It gives them a little bit of depth into the catalogue, into the Omega catalogue, in fact, and I don't think Omega's catalogue gets enough credit. I mean, you'll see every single Rolex on the planet getting a Homage, but Omega are kind of left to the wayside, and they are still a very, very popular brand. The real difference is that they supply their customers with what they want, but we won't get into that today. If you would like to pick one of these up, as I say, the sale is coming up. I believe it starts on the 27th. If you use that link in the description and add it into your basket and then wait for the discount to come, that's what I advise you to do. If you just can't wait, well, I get that too, and it is the same link. Thank you for watching this one, guys, and thank you to the fashion watch store on Aliexpress for sending this one in. I know I made a little mistake in the middle of the video saying 70 to 80 pounds for these. These are 93 at the moment on that store. I do expect a discount to come in the sale. I expect a good one too. Thank you for watching this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one.